Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel and another video for Coins Reaction Zone. So we are back with episode 5 of A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. So last week we reacted to the first 4 episodes: A Bicycle Built for Boo, The Sludge Monster from the Earth's Core, The Schnook Who Took My Comic Book, and Wanted Cheddar Alive. So we did the first 4 episodes so we can do the movie on Saturday to make it make sense reaction-wise. We rated Bicycle Built for Boo a 7, Earth's Core 6, Comic Book 5, and Wanted Cheddar Alive a 6. So I'm excited. Only going to do 2 episodes this week with the movie, and we're going to be doing movies every other 2 weeks. But we're already getting a third of the way through this season, which is pretty awesome. And we're going to be reacting to today For Letter or Worse, which was released on October 8th, 1988, episode number 5, series episode 182. As Shaggy and Scooby are chosen as contestants on their favorite game show, a ghostly gangster appears. We did make those updates after we lost the stuff for the first 2 episodes. So right now property damage is 120 for Fred and Velma, and then Daphne, Shaggy, and Scooby are at 20. And then Scooby has 114 Scooby Snacks eaten because he ate a whole box in episode 2, and then a couple Scooby Snacks throughout. And we have one weird food item now from episode 2 of Pup Named Scooby-Doo, which was the peanut butter potato chip pepperoni pizza. So excited to see what we get in these next 2 episodes. Here we go, let's do it. Okay, so similar to Jeopardy style. Okay. Come on, man. Fred and his stuff again. That's funny. I wanted those kids to be at that show. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Ooh, that's actually a pretty cool looking villain for a Pup Named Scooby-Doo. Nice. Hey, Davey, so there's our host. Okay, gotcha. And then Christina, she kind of looks like Cinderella a little bit.
Did you like Christina's show? Are you kidding? But I love the way she dresses, especially those rings.
They're kind of harping on Christina. That seems suspicious. Nice, cool.
And with those two as our opponents, guess who's gonna win?
They say the Brady Bunch? That's funny. Okay, so that's obviously based off of that. Nice.
And here's your first word. Like, look at the size of that word, Scoob. The Brady Bunch will go first.
That's an easy word. We don't need to guess any letters. It's anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Oh, yeah, that's the longest word in the English dictionary. Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. Yeah, the lights go down the ghost. He's obviously on a zipline rope. Oh, okay, nice. So he's kind of stereotypical styles. Okay. Ghost didn't do too much ghosting, actually, which is kind of interesting.
Don't you kids know anything? Haven't you ever heard of Al Capone?
Al Capone?
Al Capone? Oh, okay, so that's why they did that accent.
In the days of the gangsters, Al Capone was the worst. He was the meanest, nastiest, not nicest bad guy that ever lived.
Okay, so legit Al Capone then. Interesting.
They say Al Capone had a secret vault where he kept all his loot, and when they took him away, he swore he'd come back and get his money. But he spent the rest of his life in jail. Once I heard some fellas found the vault. Like, what happened? It was terrible, horrible, gruesome.
Oh, so it's Al Gabone, like with a B, Cabone, and it's based off of actor Edward G. Robinson, the way he speaks like him, and Capone like gangsters in movies. Right, gotta go inside the building, yep. Gotta rescue the owner. Oh, nice. Really? Refusing 104? Oh gosh, no, a truckload? Oh crap, I gotta do some math. Okay, so 104, what's a truckload? 10,400 for a truckload, I think. Maybe still be a little bit less, but 10 boxes for Scooby and Pup Name 4. That's the most he's ever eaten. That's crazy. Or Pup Name 5, I mean. That brings his total to 5,114. That's a record that Shaggy's never gonna touch, unfortunately. Oopsie poopsie. Yeah, that's all for Pup Named Scooby-Doo. He has more than that across the other series, but that's an insane amount to get for Scooby. I love it so much. It's kind of interesting continuity-wise, though, that they kept his belly, which is interesting. Oh, I guess that's the way they made him skinny. There he is. He just couldn't... Wow, okay, just couldn't hole in the wall. Nice. Okay, that's property damage for Velma. Let's go about 500 bucks, because that's full-on cement. It's actually cheaper than I expected, that cement wall. Let's do 200 bucks.
His career was ruined when a radio station turned into this TV station.
Oh, Connor must have been awfully mad at the station for that. Yeah, because I'm sure that the ghost of Al Capone is none other than Red Herring.
Get on top of it, Freddy. He's not even in this episode.
Oh, that's funny. Not even in this episode. Nice. I love the way they did that. That's awesome.
You mean you know who did it?
Can you prove it?
Of course. I've even got a plan. First, we...
It's time for everybody's favorite game show, For Letter or Worse. And now here's your host, Shaggy the Letter Guy.
Okay, nice. They're Chucky with his slick back hair, like always whenever he does disguised.
Scooby-Doo. Okay, Mr. Ghost, you get to make the very first guess. Yes, we have an R. Okay, like what's your next guess?
Oh,
That
really?
letter isn't there. That means it's Scooby's turn. Are you ready to guess?
So they were gonna do it like this?
Yes, we have an S.
Well, it's obviously Christina. That's the only name that would make sense up there.
There's a P, a E, a T.
Oh, Prestina. That was her name. I heard
So
Christina.
it's your turn. All right. Christina is the ghost. That's right. Christina is the ghost. Mr.
Okay, that's the way to. That's an interesting way to do it. Wow. Okay.
Hey, you can't do that. But I can do this.
I like how she immediately talks normal though. Now.
Got your call. Good work, kids. I thought it was the Great Mel. It was the Great Mel.
And Papa Connor, too.
Huh?
When you left the station earlier, Daphne noticed your rings. Yeah, so a couple of months ago, when you first heard that your show was going to be canceled, you created the character of the Great Mel.
Okay, interesting. Gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering about that because they had similar vibes with like the magic and stuff.
That didn't seem upset about losing your job.
That's what she wanted you to think.
That's right. If I couldn't have a show here, then nobody could. And I would have gotten away with it too if...
We know if it weren't for us pesky kids in a park named Scooby-Doo.
Nice. They did the thing all together. Cool.
Slight lead over Scooby and Shaggy. Yes, there are two Z's in the puzzle. Bobby and Betsy Brady, can you guess the bonus word?
Two Z's? I never heard of a five-letter word with two Z's in it.
Shaggy and Scooby, can you name the bonus word? Like sure, Davy. It's one of our favorite words in the whole world. Lisa. That's it.
Oh, really? That's it? That's the bonus word? Just 5 letters? Oh, really?
3 points. Shaggy and Scooby are our winners.
That usually happens on game shows and stuff like that with like triple word score and stuff, so that's funny.
Take a dive.
Just dunked a bunch of kids. Wow, this host, man.
But I couldn't have done it without a little help from a pup named Scooby-Doo.
That was kind of cute. It definitely broke up the formula with the way that they revealed Christina as the main villain. And it was interesting though. All suspects was her, which I thought was a fun way to do that. Of like the magician was her as well as the janitor, or it wasn't really a janitor, it's kind of like a groundskeeper, but still, that was kind of an interesting way to do that. The way that they did it with like her ring though, like that would have been my first thing. Is like a very identifiable personal identification. It's like no, take that off. Like don't want to risk that. Like come on, man. That's just not a smart way to do that. But overall, though, not a bad episode. I think I liked it better than Snooki Took My Comic Book. But the villain was just kind of basic. Didn't really have much fun with it. I think I'm going to give this one a 5.5 out of 10. Just right in the middle between Schnook Who Took My Comic Book and Wanted Cheddar and Live and Earth's Core, because I read those ones at 6. So yeah, I think 5.5 out of 10 would be a good one for this episode. I did like how they mix up the formula a little bit, the way that they did the reveal. Velma whispered her plan, but her plan was literally just get the ghost to stay right there, and the ghost just stayed. Like, so there was no reason for that plan. There's no reason for any of the hijinks. It's just like, oh, went over there, and then as soon as it's like, Christina is the ghost, and then started talking normally. So it's like, okay. So it was cool that they mixed it up, but also kind of not cool because it just threw everything out of whack and just kind of felt kind of meh for me. Like some of the villain reveals we've had where they mixed it up a little bit were a lot more fun. Can't remember off the top of my head, but there's been a few in the past series where they were really interesting the way they did certain things of the reveals and without having to go all crazy with it. Overall, not a bad episode. I think it's a little bit better than average for me. The 5.5. I just felt it was very one note kind of styles. But I did like that it ended up being the villain was all 3. That's definitely a fun part of it. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for me for episode 5 of Pup Named Scooby-Doo. I will see you guys Sunday for episode 6, but tomorrow is going to be the movie. But I'm going to film these out of order. I'm going to film episode 6 next, and then Boo Brothers tomorrow. So I'll see you guys next time for another Scooby-Doo reaction. Thank you everyone for watching, and have a great day.